Hello everyone. So this is the front end of Dr. Nicholas ENT Hospital. So I'm going to show you how an accountant or the receptionist, whoever is going to handle the accounting things or invoices and everything, will handle everything. So for that, first you have to log in by clicking on this login page, where you will be redirected to the page where you will give your username and the password so that you can log in as an accountant. So the accountant will have its username and password. They can change, they can make, the admin can have a username and password and give it to the accountant, create and give. Then now, and as an accountant you will be logging in how to, and to be clear about your invoices and accounting things. So now I have logged in as an accountant to Dr. Nicholas ENT Hospital's website. So after clicking on login, I will be going to the dashboard of the Dr. Nicholas ENT Hospital as an accountant or a receptionist. So I will be logging in, as it is taking a bit time due to my internet. Yes, so here this is the dashboard of the accountant. Okay, so as you can see here, it is the dashboard. I have named the accountant as accountant 1. You can see here by clicking on the profile here. Okay, so you can see your accountant name, username, password. You can change the password and so on. So let's go to clicking the dashboard here. Your main thing is about the accounting thing, okay, and the invoicing thing. So click on invoice. Yes, here I have created some invoices. Okay, you can add an invoice here by clicking on add invoice. So the invoice ID will be generated by itself, and you have to select a patient or the patient available here. Okay, so suppose patient 3 you selected. You can check the charges here. Click on check charges. So here are the charges that already has been made, that the ambulance charge, treatment fees, doctor fees, blood charges, anything. If you don't want any of them, just you have to deselect. Click on deselect. Fine. Now you have to click on this new row to add a charge. So click on new row. After you clicking on new row, here another row is created. Here you have to select the doctor fees. Suppose you are supposed to select the doctor's fees. Then you have to select doctor's name. Then you have to select the doctor's, the date actually. So say it is 3. Okay. So it has been taken as 500, as the doctor's charge has been taken as 500 in the doctor's panel by the admin, that the doctor can modify. So for that it has been selected 500. For suppose you have to select a new row. Suppose in place of after having doctor's fees, something extra charge you want to include, you can. So say it as you did a treatment and you want a treatment fees. Okay, so select treatment fees. In the treatment phase, you can select what the treatment, that is teeth braces, teeth pickup, or you can add the treatments. The doctor can add the treatments. You can select the treatments. So suppose you selected teeth braces, then you select the date. Okay, and whatever the treatment and the fees it has been added, it will be reflected here. This can be managed by the admin or the doctor itself. So you click on another new row. So where you want to have some extra charge or something extra. Suppose the person need a blood. Okay, so for that you have to select um, you know uh, blood group. Okay, so then the date. Yes. Okay, if required, if not required, it's up to you. That this all. If suppose you don't want this, you just have to delete it. Then if you want to add here something you want to add, you can add. Okay, or just save. Click on save. So whatever the charges you have selected or checked will be in subtotal amount will appear here. The date will appear, the invoice title will appear like the total invoice. Okay, then if comments, if any, then you have to create invoice entry. After creating, you have to right click on create invoice entry. The invoices will be created. The invoices, yes. So here we see total invoice that we have created now will be seen here. So you have to take the printout. So click on view invoice. After clicking on, you get the invoice, the person name, the invoice ID. It is unpaid, so that you give them and they will pay you back. And this all. Now click on print. Yes. So here is the printing. You click on printing to print it. Now, so this is how the invoice will be created. Now, after the patient paid you, okay, you will write the add income. So you will click on add income, so that the whatever the income came to you will be added to the website. So as we know, the invoice list where we took the printout of the patient to, it was 2500 rupees. So we will add income. We click on add income, so that the 2500 rupees whatever the patient paid you, made be by a cash, made by a card, whatever way, whatever means the patient paid you will mention here. Suppose it was patient 3 who paid this. Okay, who paid the amount, and or unpaid part, means unpaid or partially paid. Okay, whatever it is. So suppose we take it as paid. Suppose we have to say that how the patient paid that 2500 amount, may it be in a cash, may it be in a check, a bank transfer, or credit or debit card. Okay, so likewise you have to select one. Suppose which is in a case the patient paid you, then payment details, whatever you want to write, the invoice, treatment, no, it's like treatment. Okay, so the treatment and the today's date, amount is how much, that is 2500, and invoice entry label, same, treatment invoice, treatment amount. Okay, so then any, like, if you want to specify, like, for your doctor's fees this much, for your charges, blood charges this much, that you can just add new entry and write. If some total you are doing, just one field is enough, then delete it. Okay, if required, you can add different kind of entries, like what all way and for what all the person has been charged. Then add income entry. Click on add income entry. After clicking on entry, the patient 2, the patient 3 who just we added the invoice list, the who have to be this 2500, this one, this patient. Okay, we can see in the income list, not in the expense list, in the income list, Yes, so that person 3 had paid this much. See, by cash, today is 3rd November, and yes, so you can see the status is paid. How much? That is your 2500. So that also you can get a print by clicking on printing, and you can take out the printing. Likewise, this is how you will get the income list. Same as your expense list. Expense list is the way how means the way, if you are having a supplier, okay, whatever paid, what expenses it about, and something that you can add. So that's it for the accounting thing. Thank you very much.